Juha, I've got here the map from the winning driver, 1993 Safari Rally. That was you in the Toyota Celica ST185. This is the map. So Nairobi, start. The workshop's out here, you remember doing all the preparation there.
Yes.
The start, of course, in the Kenyatta Centre.
The Kenyatta Centre.
And most importantly, the Serena Hotel. I mean, how long is it since you've been there?
2 days.
2 days? You've been back. What's
I was 5 days
What's
there.
it like now?
No, nice. Very nice. They have redone everything. It's like brand new. All the rooms. It's still the same style than that time, but new. Everything is new.
Did anybody remember you?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
No way.
I was a bit surprised, you know.
Fantastic.
Actually. I remember.
Fantastic. Amazing. So let's have a look.
Yeah.
6 legs on this rally, Juha. So Nairobi, south all the way down the road to Mombasa, but via so many sections. Leg 1, down to Kajiado, up to Simba, on the pipeline road, through the through the Chulas, across the road. I forget the name of the sections down the back there.
I can't remember anymore.
You can't remember them. Then high-speed section down the road. Now, these high-speed road sections, they were still competitive. It was
they
a
were
road
still.
race.
We had pace notes for every single meter when we were starting from the morning up to in the evening when we finished, because we had to gain, you know, the service time.
Yeah.
So we went flat out all the time through.
It was like that.
Yeah, it was like that.
At this time, I think the total kilometres was 4,500 total and 3,500 competitive.
Yes. But still you had to drive the whole 4,500 flat out.
Yeah. And of course it was legal, it was allowed, and everybody,
it was allowed.
It was never a problem.
No.
I think it would be more of a problem now, sadly. There's too many
Yes, I
cars.
think so, yes.
But then it was okay.
Then it was okay.
So we're halfway down from Nairobi to Mombasa, coming straight down around Taita Hills, around the Rukanga. That was a very rough section.
That was a tough one. But that's coming back.
That's coming back. That's leg 2. So all the way down.
Yeah. And we had the last loop.
Around the section down to Kilifi, into so that would have been maybe a 4 or 5 hour halt, no longer.
Not long.
Not an overnight
I can't
halt.
remember anymore.
It was 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, not
you would
so
get
not
maybe
long.
2 or 3 hours sleep or shower.
Yeah, something like that.
Some
and
food,
then
back in the car and
back
go.
in the car and go. Yeah.
Bloody hell. And then back up through and these sections are very tropical, very hot and sticky.
Very hot and sticky, but they were quite fast. I mean, they were not too bad.
Back up the road. I love this section, Rukanga. It's so rough.
That
and
is
around
rough.
the sisal plantations.
Yes.
And then so we're now on the pink section, up across here now.
To the other side.
I forget the name of that section across on the right.
Anymore.
But it's behind Metito Ande.
Yes, somewhere.
In Metito Ande. And then back north, we've come all the way back to Nairobi, and then we start leg 3. Leg 3, south again, near Kajiado, back across Metito Ande, and up, and all the way up to the back of Mount Kenya.
Mount Kenya,
I mean, there would have been 700 or 800 kilometres in that.
Something.
In a day.
In a day, yeah.
In a day, competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, in this section here, that looks like road section, the last bit, but I mean, it must have been, 700 or 800 competitive.
Something like that.
Yeah. Across behind Machakos.
Yeah.
And that was it. What were those sections like? Can you remember? Quite sandy, I think.
Sandy and twisty and a lot of junctions and things, because you can see there is a lot of roads.
A lot of
and
roads.
these are so millions of junctions and
easy to go wrong.
Easy to go wrong.
And no arrows on the junctions.
No, of course.
So there was no arrows at all.
Not that time.
It was completely effectively.
No, but we have pace notes, so that helped a lot.
And your co-driver, Juha was rather good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was fantastic. So there we go, leg 4 of the rally. So again, out of Nairobi, where are we going here? Out of Nairobi, across to Ngong, Corner Baridi, and then gravel all the way up to the back of Suswa crater. I mean, that section there is 125 kilometres. Just to give you an idea, 125 kilometres.
Yeah.
And that is dusty and fast, and
it is,
some wide places, big holes, huge washaways, and you're around the back of that massive volcano that's there.
Yeah.
And then you cut out towards Narok and up the Mau Escarpment. Now that was tough. That was very often wet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that fast or slow?
Good question.
Mejo.
Can't remember. Yeah, can't remember.
I know I've driven it once or twice, not competitively, obviously. You come up to Elbergen, always huge crowds of people there, I remember. And then on up via Eldama Ravine, Tenges, Cabernet, Kakamega for the tea hotel.
Yes.
We used to stop there for breakfast on the recce.
Oh, yes,
do you remember the lovely
yes.
breakfast?
Yeah.
So you would leave here in the morning, do this for recce, and you would be up here about 10 o'clock in the morning. We would stop for a coffee and some breakfast. And then on up again through all the tea plantations, Nieru, Chekoria, and into Eldoret. And it looks like it.
Hotel, I always remember.
Oh my God! It had a nice pool.
Yes. Okay, but the hotel was.
Hotel was a bit rough.
Rather sleep on the tent than there, maybe.
I wasn't so with the shower.
No, okay, it wasn't too bad.
The food was terrible. The food was terrible. Oh my God, the food. Yes, you were waiting to get back to Nairobi to eat.
Everybody was waiting.
And then out of there now, this up round the Cheranganis. That was crazy.
Was
so
crazy.
High, so slippery.
Yes,
and
very
the Red
difficult.
Earth Road, very red.
Very
I remember
red.
it. And then basically from as you go around the Cheranganis, this is all gravel road. And competitive all the way down to Lake Baringo.
Yes.
Very rough and hard, stony as I recall.
A lot of stones. Very that last part, past Baringo. It was a lot of stones and basically very fast. But hell of a bumps and lot of stones and things. So you had to pay attention there.
And then we have the kick in the teeth. So you've left Eldoret, you've done about 250, 300 kilometres to get to Lake Baringo. I think there was a small regroup there. You maybe got a half an hour break.
Something like that.
You left there, went south, round the top of Lake Begoria, and then away north again up to Tangle Bay. And those were rough sections, coming across towards Marilal. And then you went up this rockery section up towards Marilal. That was the killer section.
That was
really slow. First gear for kilometres.
For kilometres. It felt that it takes years to get that. This is never-ending story. That one is.
But you
that
survived.
was bad.
You survived.
And
these are the Group A Selicas. It was amazing. Amazing. And of course, even at that, you're still not finished today. You have to come on down to Nieru. Nieru to the Outspan Hotel, I think it was. Was the regroup there. And that's another 350 kilometres.
Yes, it is.
And you're on the edge of Mount Kenya.
Just for the finish today, do the same amount that boys do in the whole rally.
It's bizarre. You do that in the morning before lunch. Two sections.
Yes.
2 sections.
Yes.
It's crazy. Into Nyeri, and I remember it was about a 4 or 5 hour halt there. So that was the very old-fashioned colonial Grand Hotel. The rooms were very simple.
Exactly.
But you could get decent food there. So recharge, and then that very short but very twisty through the big rainforest on the side, the east side of the Aberdares.
Yes.
All the big monkeys and the colobus monkeys.
Exactly.
But very twisty through torches. Torches. I remember going into that section, I think it was the year before you won, with Marco Alen. He started off the section and all of a sudden he shouts on the radio to Gert Pfeiffer, to Pepper, you need to come 1 kilometre into the section, I've stopped. So we sent a service crew in. He hadn't stopped. He was on his roof. He was on his roof.
I remember that.
He wouldn't say on the radio.
Exactly.
He wouldn't say on the radio. And then down. And tell me, Juha, when you drove that last section, so you've come through the Cheranganis, everything's cool, everything's good. You're driving down into Nairobi. You know you've done it. You're still on the road section. I guess the guard is up. But what's it like going across the finish ramp at the Kenyatta Centre and getting given that incredible brass elephant? What was that like?
That is something you can't, say before you have done it. But it is always, it feels so good, the last section. You are just driving and relaxing, and that's it. You have done your job.
Absolutely. Yeah, and just out of interest, if we have a look at this map, we've just discussed the last 2 legs of the rally. So Nairobi up to Eldoret, three legs of the rally. Eldoret to Nyeri, and then Nyeri back to Nairobi. This year's rally, this whole map, this year's rally is in that area there. There's Lake Naivasha, there's Lake Baringo. We're in this little area, and we make that last 3 days, and that was probably just
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah, something like that.
But
yeah.
still, Juha, I really respect this year's rally, this edition, because it still feels like the rally that you did. The stages are still tough. It's very condensed, but I think it works.
It works.
I really love it.
It works, and every rally has to be, 3 days and the same mountain and things like that. But if you put all the rallies to the level,
Yes.
there is always safari is a peak
Tough one.
still there. It's
It should stay, shouldn't it?
It's the country itself. Plus, it's always a little bit different to the others. Even if it's same mountain than the European rallies, but it's still safari, and it will stay. But it's the fashion how the rallies are nowadays. I mean, you can't do. It's not possible anymore to do something like that.
Absolutely.
But this is a good area. And,
It is. It works.
it
It works really
works.
well.
It
Great
works.
scenery.
Yeah,
Great weather. We have the
And you have still the same feeling than
Absolutely.
driving a safari
It's
rally.
still exactly
Anyway,
the same feeling as Safari Rally.
feels
Now,
still the same.
It's great to see you here. We've had a fabulous couple of chats. What are you doing here?
I was supposed to drive first with Akio Toyoda. He was supposed to come, and we were supposed to drive when he's coming to the rallies and driving. I'm normally driving with him always, driver or co-driver. We are swapping
You
places.
can co-drive?
Yes, I
Oh
did.
my God, who
I
knew?
did for him in Belgium, Akio only.
Fantastic. I had no
But
idea.
he only wanted to drive with me,
Yes.
and
That's
so
intelligent.
we swapped,
Yeah, swapped around.
swap around, and I trust him. He's a good man, and he's listening what I am saying to
I'm
him
loving
and
it, I'm loving
things. So we were supposed to do a couple of stages with him, but suddenly he had to cancel because of busy man he is.
Of course, of course.
So, but I am here anyway. So
Yeah.
we did some filming, and I will do Thursday afternoon the stage number 1 with the new Hilux
Oh,
hybrid.
fantastic.
It's a prototype, totally prototype car, first time in Africa.
Wow.
So I'm not driving fast.
No.
Don't wait for that. But just to show that to the people that the hybrid technology is coming also to Africa, and they want to take care of, and they want to take part also for the nowadays, new technology.
Is this a standard car or a
Standard.
competition? Standard car.
Standard car.
Fantastic.
Standard road
That's
car.
brilliant.
Except better tires and wheels and
Yep.
suspension is
Of
changed.
course, yes. Look, thanks for looking through the
No
map with us.
problem.
Great reminiscing
Okay.
with you.
Thank you.
And have a lovely time here in Kenya.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.